Hi everyone, Michelle here. So we're just now launching Serum Blush, one of our newest products from M Cosmetics, and I'm super excited to introduce to you Katie Jane Hughes.
Hello.
She is known for her beautiful glossy skin. She has been owning this look for years, and I actually discovered you on Instagram on the Explore page. And I love like your glossy lids and how you play with textures.
Thank you. Working as a makeup artist in fashion, which is where I kind of live and reside, it sets you up for all of this stuff. Like skin is the thing that, back when I was assisting, some people I used to assist would always be like, oh, just get the skin right. Everything else comes after that. And, that's what makes me be such an advocate for skin looking like skin, and skin being the thing that you put most emphasis on. And then all of the other things, like an eye that's glossy that might crease, or, really, really dewy, shiny cheek, looks good because it's part of the whole final picture.
I'm really excited that you're here and looking forward to talking a bit more about the product.
I'm so excited. I have a funky little way of using it, so let's get to it. I want to know, how did you land on this like crazy lightweight serum formula?
Well, I love skincare, I love makeup, and I wanted to marry the two together.
Okay.
And with Serum Blush, it's essentially we wanted to capture healthy looking skin in a bottle.
Yeah. Are you a blush fan?
I love blush, but I don't like it when it's always powdery. And also creams are really hard to use too sometimes if you don't know how to blend it well.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find another type of formula that was unique, a texture that embodies dewiness, because I love dewy skin. I know you do too.
It is such a crazy formula. Like, I don't think there's any other formula like this on the market. You should be very excited.
Thank you.
Can you tell me about the shades? Like, why did you land on this shade range?
So I wanted shades that are easy to use, because you just really need one drop, literally one drop, because it's such a buildable formula.
Right.
One drop for both cheeks.
Right.
And you can continue to build on top of that. The colors, we wanted colors that are easy to use, and you can also blend them together too.
Oh.
Yeah, like you could cocktail a nice color.
I actually really want to put a little bit of rose with Sunset Sky, just because I'm intrigued to see.
Oh, you're gonna mix them
together. Oh wow, yeah,
a little
beautiful.
cocktail. It kind of gives you that one glass of wine look, that flush, right?
Yeah, and it's like glass skinny, it's like glass skin in a bottle, but with blush added. It's like, hey, give me glass skin, but make it blush.
So the first one we have here is Rose Milk.
That's the first one I tried.
You love this one?
Yeah.
My personal favorite is Pink Nectar.
It is? Is that what you have on now?
I have Pink
It's
Nectar
so
on.
pretty.
Thank
and
you.
it looks good with the lip. I have on the back of my hand,
Soft Amethyst.
This is Soft Amethyst, which I think is probably one of the most exquisite tones, in the sense of that it's kind of just very grown up and chic. It's like how I love this color. It's like a brick red. It's like a bit grown up of a color, but I think when worn by somebody younger, looks really, really, really
It looks so different on you when you swatched it than on me.
Oh,
so
whoa.
cool, yeah.
I mean, I used it pretty opaque. And then this is Sunset Sky.
Love
which
it.
I think is gorgeous.
I wanted to actually talk about the ingredients, because I know you also love a good ingredient story.
I do. Okay, these are good for your skin, but why?
So it's called a serum for a reason, because serums have a high concentration of high performance ingredients, and these serum blushes are the same. So you see the shininess?
Yep.
There's no glitter or shimmer in any of this, no pearl or anything. It's actually from this oil called Sacha Inchi oil.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fashion house.
It actually does, yeah. I think it's a tree that's grown all year round around the Amazons.
Oh wow.
The Amazon River, and
it's quite an emollient oil.
It's very emollient. It has a high concentration of fatty 3 acid, omega fatty 3 acids. So it's really good for the skin.
Ooh, I love fatty things on my face.
Me too.
Sounds weird. Like, I love oils with lipids in them.
Me too.
It just like does something. So things like these feel really comforting to your skin.
Oh, it's very comforting, skin loving. Other ingredients we added in, like high antioxidants like vitamin E, squalene.
What is okay. I feel like I see that ingredient on so many things. I'm the worst with ingredients. I'm always like, when my followers ever ask me a question about ingredients, I'm always like, well, I'm just not good. And I get a lot of questions about skin and skin health. And I'm like, I can tell you what that works well for me, but I'm not a dermatologist. So like,
I'm not
I have a hashtag, I'm like, derm.
Yeah.
But like, what's squalene?
Squalene is naturally derived from your skin. It's an oil that's on your skin that helps retain the moisture barrier.
Okay.
But as you age, it starts to deplenish as you age.
Okay. So like our natural collagen.
Yeah, it's natural skin on your oil. Or natural oil on your skin.
Wow.
And of course, the golden standard for hydration is hyaluronic acid.
Right, which like holds something crazy like 1,000 times.
1,000 times, yeah. So all of these high performance ingredients, it helps the cheeks appear more bouncy and youthful and glowing.
Literally.
And of course, it's cruelty free.
Application.
My favorite part.
Same.
Yes.
I'm gonna use Sunset Sky.
I'm gonna use Pink Nectar.
Oh, which is your favorite one?
Pink Nectar.
I love oranges.
You look good in oranges.
Well, my hair is
You
orange.
look good in everything though, honestly.
Oh, that's
you
very
just
sweet.
have that face that looks good in everything. So I'm gonna do 2 drops
I'm
on
gonna do
both
one.
cheeks.
And I'm gonna do 1 on both cheeks to wear it sheer, and I'm gonna apply a brush. And I'm doing it a bit different to how you're doing it. I'm actually gonna apply it with, I just buffed off a lot of my makeup and my foundation, because I wanna show how you would put this on before your foundation or before your concealer to just get a kind of a different look out of it. So I think it'll be good because they'll get to see 2 different things at the end.
I'm applying it on top of existing makeup because you can do that and it won't disturb any makeup underneath it. So I don't even need a mirror because it's so easy.
Wow. The sheen is literally the best thing. I mean, and then the color obviously, but the sheen is just, it's mouth-watering.
The Sasha ET oil.
I'm using a brush, just a fluffy brush. I like to use this kind of size brush for pretty much my whole face,
Ooh, that
whether it's
looks so
concealer or foundation or what. And I'm just applying really, really light pressure. I think it's important to not put too much pressure on your face or your skin, just not in the sense of like tugging it around and like aging, more in the sense of like the makeup looking nice. Like I always tell people this, the makeup that you put on your face, think of it as like baking a cake, icing a cake. So if you're gonna ice a cake and put intense pressure, you're gonna pull the sponge away from the cake. Think of the makeup as the exact same thing. If you're gonna put makeup on, you can sometimes pull the moisturizer around and stuff. So delicate fingertips are always highly advised.
I went to your master class and I loved this one tip that you gave to the audience, which was for every new makeup product that you're applying and layering over existing one, your application should be lighter and lighter and lighter.
That's basically what I meant by what I just said. What are you doing now?
I'm just blending out the edges.
Yeah.
I look like I worked out. I don't work out.
I love that look.
I'm too lazy to work out.
I'm now applying a little bit of concealer just where I need it, but perimeter, like as a perimeter to the blush. So I'm basically putting a little concealer on a fluffy brush, a different brush. This is going around my nose and my eyes.
Ooh.
And I'm literally making almost a circle here. I'll just sort of layman's terms it. Making like almost a circle around the eye, around the nose, and under the blush. Then with this very most subtle pressure, I'm just blending it into the blush a little bit, and then I get this diffused.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
This diffused thing. And then also you're bordering, you know, textures have to be considered. Like, you know, if you just put that, if you put on, you know, the serum blush by itself and then a really glossy tinted moisturizer everywhere else, those 2 consistencies can sometimes, what's the word?
Can make you look really shiny.
Yeah, so I always think it's smart to like put something a little bit more full coverage in the areas where you do get a bit shiny. That could just be in the sense of a concealer, like a full coverage concealer, and then you'll get a really nice balance. It all boils down to textures complementing one another and benefiting from one another, and that's the story basically.
And you can see how her application, she's so feathery. She's not dabbing it down. She's barely even touching her skin.
Yeah, I feel like if you see the skin move, you're pressing too hard.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, because I am extra dewy today, I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder around my T-zone. But I am actually gonna put a touch of powder over this because I'm kind of intrigued to see what it's gonna do, what it's gonna look like. And the craziest, most amazing thing that I'm seeing now is that it still looks dewy, even though I put powder over it.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
Which
the
I think
difference.
is, side by side. No powder, powder. And you can do it if you want to, but you don't have to. That's the benefit and the beauty of makeup. Wow. This looks like velvety gleam, this looks like glass gleam.
Yes. Which one do you guys like better, the glass or the velvet?
Kind of still there. I think people are gonna vote velvet.
I mean, they both look great. I guess it depends on what mood you're in.
Right. Look at my skin.
Wow.
This is just, it's so shiny.
You just look like you just came out of a spa.
I just, you know, like that scene from that movie where the kid says, it's so fluffy.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a shiny version of that.
This is our finished look. What do you guys think? Comment below, let us know, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye. Can I take this?
Yes. You don't have to like hide it in your turtleneck. We'll hook you up.